When Rex's teeth sank into the plastic bowl of baby food, Meredith screamed. The bowl fell to the floor. The orange food puree spread across the white kitchen floor. Nina was still holding Oliver's spoon in the air. Her mouth was open, staring in shock. No. Meredith immediately ran to Rex's side. She grabbed the dog's leash. She pulled him back. Rex kept barking, but he was barking strangely. He was barking in a deep, harsh, threatening tone. His eyes were locked on Nina. "Oh my God, I am so sorry, Nina. He never does this, I swear." "I think he is jealous of the baby." Nina stepped back. She was shocked. "It is okay, Mrs. Hayes. I just scared him a little." But Rex was still barking. He wouldn't take his eyes off the food on the floor. Meredith didn't know it at the time. Locking up her dog was the wrong decision, because it was the worst mistake that could have cost her son his life. This story is based on a true event. Never ignore your pet's behavior. They see things you can't. Let's go back 3 hours. Meredith slung her bag over her shoulder as she walked out the door. "Nina, I'll be late today. I have an important meeting." Nina smiled. She always smiled warmly and reassuringly. "Don't worry, Oliver and I will have a great time." Rex sat at the bottom of the stairs. His head was tilted to one side. His eyes followed Nina. Meredith petted the dog's head. "You be good, okay? Don't cause Nina any trouble." The door closed. Nina waited a moment, then went to the kitchen. She took a small glass jar from the counter. It had no label. Inside was a white powder. When she opened the jar, Rex immediately stood up. His nostrils began to flare constantly. He acted as if he had detected a dangerous smell. He started acting strangely. Nina put the powder in the baby's food. She stirred it gently with a spoon. Oliver was bouncing in his chair. He was banging his hands on the table. He was completely unaware. Rex began to walk slowly and quietly. His military training kicked in. He had switched to hunter mode. Nina shouted in a cold, threatening tone. "Rex, back off," she said. That warm tone of voice was gone. Rex didn't stop. Nina picked up the food bowl. She approached Oliver's high chair. She scooped up some formula with the spoon. She brought it to the baby's mouth. Rex growled. The sound of his paws echoed on the kitchen tile. Nina continued to yell, "Rex, stop it." Oliver was scared. He started to cry. But Nina continued to bring the spoon toward the baby's mouth. And just then, Rex leaped toward the food bowl. His paws hit the bowl. The food flew into the air. Nina fell backward. Her hand hit the wall. Oliver's screams could be heard throughout the house. The door opened. Meredith had forgotten her phone at home. She rushed inside. She was shocked by what she saw. The dog was attacking the babysitter. Oliver was crying. "Rex." She was angry at this situation. She locked the dog in the basement. Rex was clawing at the door rapidly. He kept barking, but no one listened to him. "I am so sorry," Meredith said. "I'll take him to the vet. Maybe he is sick. Maybe it is old age. That is why he is acting like this." Nina wiped her eyes. "Maybe he just doesn't like the new food." Her voice trembled, but she tried to smile. "New food? Yes, an organic brand. I thought it would be healthier." Nina showed a box from the counter. It had a picture of a happy baby on it. Meredith took a breath. "You are so thoughtful, Nina. Thank you." In the basement, Rex was still barking, but no one paid him any attention. It was past midnight. Oliver wasn't sleeping. He was crying incessantly. Meredith rocked him in her arms. His forehead was burning hot. His skin was bright red. He was having trouble breathing. "Sweetheart, what is wrong with you?" Meredith began to worry. Oliver's lips were swollen. His eyes were closing. "Nina, Nina, get up." Nina came running. Her face was sleepy, but there was something else in her eyes. "We're going to the emergency room now." The car sped through the dark streets. Meredith held Oliver in the back. The baby's breathing was different. His little chest was rising and falling. "Hang in there, baby, hang in there." Nina was silent at the wheel. Her eyes were fixed on the road. At the emergency room, doctors rushed to Oliver's side. Needles, tubes, machines. Meredith waited in the hallway. Her hands were shaking. Nina sat next to her, head down. Then a doctor came out. His face was serious. "Mrs. Hayes, your son had an anaphylactic shock." Meredith's world spun. "What? How is that possible?" "Our tests found some toxic substances. These could be deadly food ingredients. What did he eat in the last 24 hours?" "He only ate regular baby formula." The doctor paused. "Which brand did you use?" Nina stood up. Her face was pale. "I didn't do it on purpose. Please forgive me." But Meredith saw something terrible in Nina's eyes. She looked different. She had poisoned her son on purpose. Slowly, morning was coming. Oliver survived. The tubes were removed. He was sleeping. When the police arrived, they made some shocking statements. "Mrs. Hayes, we looked into your nanny's background. Her real name isn't Nina. She used a fake identity. She worked for another family 3 years ago. There, a baby was also hospitalized with similar symptoms." Meredith didn't know what to say. But that baby didn't survive. Nina was handcuffed in the hallway. Her face was expressionless. She didn't apologize. She walked with a blank stare. The police went to the house. There was no label on the glass jar on the kitchen counter, but there were fingerprints. It had been deliberately poisoned. Nina had stolen Oliver's medical records. She had given him a high dose of allergenic food. When Meredith returned home, the first thing she did was open the basement door. She slowly brought Rex out. He looked tired. His eyes were still awake. Meredith knelt down. She wrapped her arms around the dog's neck. Her tears fell onto Rex's fur. "You knew, you always knew. I am sorry." Rex rested his head on the woman's shoulder, and in that moment Meredith remembered something. Rex had a military background. He had the ability to detect all kinds of harmful substances. He had been trained. His senses were strong. Rex had smelled the poison in the food. He had tried to protect Oliver, and no one had listened to him. 3 months passed. Oliver was crawling in the garden. The sun was shining on his face. He was smiling. Rex was sitting 2 meters away. His eyes were on the baby. He was watching him protectively, as always. Meredith sipped her coffee. She sat on the porch chair, watching them both. Nina's case was closed. She received a 15-year prison sentence. A psychiatric evaluation revealed that the woman had a disorder called Munchausen by proxy. She derived pleasure from the suffering of others, from the fantasy of saving them, but this time, her plan didn't work. Because Rex was there. Meredith took her phone. She took a picture of Rex. She wrote some words underneath. "The hero is back. We owe you, Rex. We owe you everything, thank you." She shared it on social media. Thousands of likes poured in. Hundreds of comments. "Dogs never lie. Animals see better than humans. This dog was an angel." But the most important comment from Meredith came from her former commander. "I trained Rex. He is not just a dog, he is a soldier. And soldiers never abandon their posts." Oliver crawled over to Rex. He touched the dog's nose with his little hand. Rex didn't move. He just licked the baby's face. Meredith smiled. That day, when she locked him in the basement, still burned inside her. She had ignored him even though she heard Rex barking. "I will never ignore your words again." Rex turned his head. His eyes looked at Meredith, and that look said it all. "I am always here. Sometimes the heroes who save our lives don't speak. Sometimes the strongest warnings come not through words but through instinct. And sometimes while we trust the wrong people, we ignore our most loyal friends." Rex didn't just knock over a food bowl that day. He saved a life. If this story moved you, don't forget to subscribe, because every day we bring you incredible stories from real life. We share the heroism of animals, the courage of people, and moments that should never be forgotten. And remember, sometimes those who remain silent are the ones who speak the loudest.